the dungeon. For those of you that aren't aware of what the dungeon is where hip-hop royalty created some of the most classic albums of our time.
Yo, what's up, guys? What are you doing here? I rented the house out.
What's cracking, guys? Jamil here, and I'm in Atlanta with the homie Bamboo. He actually just started working with Keegley in Atlanta and is beginning his real estate journey as an investor. Bamboo, what's cracking, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Thank you for all the hospitality and the incredible show around here. This place is Pace and I's favorite city to go to.
Oh, what? Dude, look at the, oh my gosh, look at the wallpaper.
That's wild.
Your real estate journey didn't start when you started working at Keegley, did it?
Surprisingly, no.
It did not. In fact, his journey began at this house. And we're actually gonna get a chance to go inside and take a look at what the house looks like right now. How is it being operated right now, bro?
It's actually listed on Airbnb.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it themed for some of the history that comes with it?
I guess you have to wait and see.
I'm excited. Let's get in. Ooh, whoa, damn, man. Look at this.
What's up, brother? Good to see you.
This is a pretty amazing house, isn't it?
I mean, look, we walk right in the door and you got the wall jewelry up on the walls here, the plaques, man. Like, this is hip hop legacy in real estate.
It is.
What an amazing spot. What have you found in here so far?
I can't tell you. Every single room has like its own little surprise and delight.
Okay.
So I haven't been downstairs where the magic happened, but we've got some really cool rooms. Bamboo's gonna lead the tour. What's cool about this, when I walked in here, I looked at all of his dad's albums, right? Bamboo's dad's albums, and I was looking at like, one day Bamboo's gonna have an office where pictures of his properties are on there, and that's gonna be your platinum records, bro.
True. Very true.
It's gonna be amazing.
We all got wall jewels.
Yeah, we do.
Some of them pay you. Actually, these ones pay too, royalties.
Every day.
Amazing.
So give us a tour, brother. What do we got? And tell us all the special cool things, because there's a lot of themery in here.
Absolutely.
Like the fireplace, it reminds me of the Stankonia album, yeah.
Sure is. Claudia, interior decorator out of New York, actually put this all together. Everything is custom. She really did her thing with this.
So did she come down from New York and help out with everything?
Yeah, Airbnb like had a whole promo, whole rollout, and they did it last summer, and it was ready to go by like August. So.
Do you see what I see?
Yeah, so.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, you can notice off rip with the fireplace, the Stankonia theme. It's just, man, like a staple. You got to be here to experience it. You got, of course, the replica plaques. These aren't the real ones. On this wall and on this wall. Little just details, everything.
The thing about this house is that they, like, Goody Mob, like the whole Dungeon family came and hung out here, right?
It was actually Rico Wade, part of Organized Noise. It was his mother's house. And we'll get to that part of the tour where his mom and his sister slept. But other than that, it was like 20 dudes sleeping in this room, that room, and then that part of the house was off limits, and then they were just like up and down stairs.
So basically the whole house was like a studio except for this side of the house.
Absolutely. But downstairs where they really like actually physically made the music, this is more so sleeping quarters, hangout, and then downstairs is where the magic happened.
Wow. Show us around, brother.
All right. Then we got your dining room. If you
Oh, what? Dude, look at oh my gosh, look at the wallpaper.
That's wild.
Oh, dang, bro.
Big Boy and Andre, that's amazing.
That's really cool.
Somebody made custom wallpaper for this house.
Wow.
I thought it was flowers until I looked a little deeper. Bro, you don't have your own wallpaper. We got to work harder.
Bro, yeah, no, we're not working hard enough. When you see stuff like this, you realize that if you really want to be in the stratosphere, you got to go.
So what's in this room?
This is sort of like the rec room.
A stripper pole, of course.
Recreational activities, of course.
Was this originally here? Oh, so there's no Magic City on this right now. Maybe there is, though. People rent this place out, right? Pace, you sure you want to touch that?
I actually just realized it has a little bit of grease on it.
It sure does.
Might be from the cleaning product.
Oh yeah, it's liquid.
Okay.
Oh, that's what we're calling it.
It's
Oh,
either
okay.
that or coconut oil. This makes me want to get a couch like this in my house.
Yes, with a pole like this as well.
How's the house rented out? Like, is it pretty booked out like all the time?
Man, yeah, like we have some months that are a little bit slower, but on average, I would say from anywhere from 4,000 to September, we had like a $6,000 month.
Wow. What do you guys rent this place out for a night?
We play with the price depending on, you know, how booked it is, but anywhere from $450 a night to $750 originally, but we lowered it a little bit just
Nice.
to get some more traction. So.
Wow, dude. I would absolutely stay here. What a cool place. I mean, everything about this jam is incredible.
What's your favorite album of OutKast?
I would have
Or
to
is that
say,
too hard to say?
Nah, I would say Speaker Box, Love Below,
Oh, yeah.
just because of like you had just two completely different sides.
Right.
And it was just like they were in their prime, they were in their element, already discovered their sound, and just being able to just play with that, play with the sound, it mix different sounds. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Honestly, you and I are nothing like OutKast, but our relationship is very similar to that, where you and I have polar opposite personality types that only amplify each other, right? So that we have such a great collaboration. And I look at Andre and I look at Big Boy, where I'm like, dude, those guys were, one was eccentric, one was like more thug, a little bit more street, right? And it was the most beautiful blend ever. And their music, in my opinion, they're the best rap duo and one of the best rap groups. Not even group, like best rappers ever.
Ever.
My favorite album is right here, Aquemini. This one or ATL Aliens are my two favorite. What's crazy is that your dad's still making music, and he's touring right now. What's our next room?
Is this a working studio?
Yeah. It's included
Wow.
when you book the house.
Damn, so people come in here and they like actually record.
Absolutely.
Wow, dude, this is so cool. You get 2 for 1 in this. You get a house and you get a recording studio.
you
That's
re-
actually a deal.
Do you remember this line?
The South got something to say.
If you think about the rappers and the rap groups that came from Atlanta after that era,
Oh, they dominated for a long
and
time.
still to this
Yeah.
day, like, oh my gosh, dude. Like think about all the people that are out right now that came from this era. Like your dad and Andre actually created hundreds of rappers.
They sure did.
So this is the part of the house where the mom and the daughter.
Yep. They stayed this part of the house. These 3 rooms were off limits.
Okay,
Everything else.
But like, didn't they get disturbed when all the music would be playing? Because these guys have got to be recording loud, probably smoking on the dro. You know, like it wouldn't have been easy to be living in here. Why would they let up their family? Like, why did they let everybody in here to do this?
They believed in them.
They believed in them. So this was just like, you know, yes, it's going to be uncomfortable for us. Yes, this is going to be hard, but we're going to have people sleeping in the hallway, people sleeping in the dining room, because we believe in our young men so much. We believe in their futures. We want to give them an opportunity to get in here, be safe, record, do all the things. And look at what happened. Look at all the lives that got touched.
Everybody that's out there, they don't realize how much music touches them as individuals. But you take all the people that were affected by this. Like, I didn't know Future was staying here, right? You take this house away, you take away the mom and the daughter that were willing to let them live in this house. You take away that willingness and that openness.
Doesn't happen.
You and I would have never met.
Right.
That's how powerful this group was, is that you and I met. Like, my life was affected by these guys.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be standing here. None of us would be standing here.
Right. Guys, any of you guys that are watching our YouTube, watching this on Pace's YouTube right now, that learn from him or learn from me, this wouldn't be happening. Think of that.
My 2 favorite songs of OutKast are the Artist Storytelling Part 1 and the Artist Storytelling Part 2. And when you hear those songs, it reminds me and you, like, our job in sales, our job as being entrepreneurs, being in real estate, being acquisition, getting deals, is telling stories.
Absolutely.
And so the reason why I had that mural painted is because, 1, you and I love Atlanta so much, and 2, because those 2 songs changed the way I do business. Not just the way I live my life, but the way I do business.
Not only business, bro, like forget about how you do business. That's great. But all of the people who have come and learned from you, all of those folks that have brought storytelling into how they do acquisitions and how they solve problems for other sellers. I mean, it is a ripple effect that I don't even think we could measure.
You can't. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so dope. Are you joking me?
Sweet.
You got the caddy?
Love it.
Two dope boys in a Cadillac. I love that song too. Oh my gosh, and you've actually got the house right here. The dungeon's here.
All right.
Magic City.
Oh, you know that.
Magic City, Headland and Delow.
Magic City's, that's where you get good chicken wings, right?
Yeah. This is amazing, dude.
All right, so in this kitchen, is this where the kitchen was as well, though?
Yeah, the kitchen was always here.
Oh, obviously it didn't look like this because this is all renovated and upgraded. All right, here we go into the dungeon. After you, bro.
Watch your head.
How many rappers bang their head up here? Wow.
Up. You can see all the writing.
Damn, OutKast. Oh my gosh. Wow, bro.
And of course, when they were making the music, this tarp wasn't here. It was nothing but red dirt. So it was just like so raw, but they didn't care. It was just for the love of the music, you know? There was rats, bugs. They didn't care, man. It was just raw.
So they would, is this kind of where they would record right here?
All this stuff is all preserved. It was all there. All of it.
All this?
All of it.
Dude, I had this little setup back in the day. Like this JVC is very familiar to me. Like, you know, people make 100 excuses as to, oh, my office, I don't have a space, I don't have anywhere I can work. I feel creatively constrained, and you've got this spot, which, I mean, I'll be honest, it did not feel like a place where I would feel super creative. That didn't stop anybody.
It actually makes you want to get out of here. Like the fact that they came down here and they created music, insane. Anything up on the ceiling that we should look out for? Anything that we wouldn't want to miss? Anybody's names or anything like that?
A lot. You got Big Twan, my pops right there. I want to say Daddy Dre right over there. OutKast all day.
Amazing.
It's like, it's a museum, bro. It truly is.
Think about all the people that walked up and down these steps, bro.
No, they actually used to sit here and just, my dad said he would just sit here and just write. And of course this glass wasn't here, none of that. It was just the steps and then just like space.
Wow, 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 wow. Yo, is it meant to be? Is it
Oh,
meant to be? Here, let's get a photo. 1, 2, 3. So what's cool about this is like Airbnbs do, Eddie Charger made a good point before we started recording. He said this neighborhood for like an Airbnb, you would never think like this thing would do so well. But the fact that it has a theme is what makes this thing stand out and drives a lot of revenue for you guys, right? So for Airbnb investors out there, when you guys are struggling to get attention, you got to come up with themes. And what was really great is every single room you guys had attention to detail. Obviously you spent money, but that money comes back in. You guys don't really have dead days, dead months, really, right? Like you have a good steady flow, right?
Absolutely.
this is why it's so important that whoever is watching this, if there's something inside of you that's burning, if there is something inside of you that says, I'm looking for and need to do more with my life, you have a responsibility to realize that, because you never know how many people are going to be inspired by what you accomplish in your life and create a magical ripple effect, which is exactly what happened in this place. They didn't let any circumstances stop them. They didn't let economics stop them. They did not let the space stop them. Nothing stopped them. All they had was people who loved on them, supported them, gave them an opportunity and a place to create, and create they did.
Amazing. How can people book at the Airbnb?
You could go to the Dungeon Instagram page at the Dungeon Experience, and the link is in the bio.
Amazing. Thank
Sick.
you, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
You're
My
the freaking
man.
best, man. Thank you.